we're developing to use things like virtual reality, immersive technology, augmented reality, and other things to help us teach and learn and prepare for the careers of the future. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to get started in a demo using virtual reality in one of our Meta Quest 2 headsets that we prepared for you today. There is a headset and two controllers that look a little bit like this. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with using this equipment. First, there's a headset, and it goes over your head, and there's a knob to tighten and loosen it, and it is a hinge here. So what you'll do is put it over your head and then tighten this to make sure that it goes nice and snug onto your head. But before we do that, let me show you the controllers. There are two, one for each hand, right? You'll know it's for your hand because your fingers and your hands will wrap over them like this. And your middle finger will touch this middle button, and your forefinger will touch this trigger button. And then your thumb can then rest inside and push these other buttons. You won't need to learn how to do the buttons just yet. Just make sure that it fits nice and comfortably in your hand, and your forefinger and your trigger finger can easily touch those controllers, right? So to get started, I'm going to put this over my head, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at as we're doing this together. Right? So, okay. Here we go. I'm going to put this over my head like this. I'm going to put this back down, make sure it's nice and snug. And then I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit, make sure it's not too tight. And then it rests a little bit high onto your head, and make sure everything looks clean. Now, you can see a little bit down through the bottom. It'll help you not trip over things. You're going to want to make sure that you don't fly your hands around too hard because you can't see people around you. You might hit something or something. So try to be aware that you are not also in a virtual environment. If you look down, you'll see a circle sometimes. If you step out of that circle, you'll start to see the things around you, like you're showing now on the screen. So you want to step back into the circle, make sure that it's a nice safe area, that you're not going to trip over anything or hit somebody else around you, and then you can get started using this tutorial. I'm going to start that up right now. Right? There it goes. Right, so this is what the demo, a little bit like what you're going to be seeing when you hop inside. It's a little bit of an animation, and it's going to take you through the first steps in learning how to use the controllers and navigate through a virtual world. You can look up, remember to keep kind of cognizant that you're both in a virtual world and a real world. You can turn around, all the way around, look up, look down. Make sure that you have your controllers both in your hands as well. All right, so after that short animation, then you're going to get a chance to start to come into the environment. You'll see below you there's a desk. You want to make sure that you'll hear a voice, and it'll guide you into using the Oculus at the beginning. Right, here's our desk in front of you. You might need to step back and look down to see it. So it's telling us to do the trigger buttons. So try to move your fingers around and push all the buttons. So you hit the buttons here, and this button here, and then the trigger buttons. Here's this button, this middle finger here. Got those. It's gonna It vibrates. It's okay. That's natural. So you can, when you want to grip something, you're going to hold this button out and grip something, or you can make a fist, put your thumb here and rest, and you can pick things up. So I'm going to stick my finger out like I'm pointing, and then push this button. So now the grip button is the middle button, and I'm going to pick these blocks up. See? And pick different things up. All right, should be pretty easy. This is your chance to play around with this. See if you can. Whoop. And then, when you're ready, you see there's some cartridges down here. One is a mirrored, kind of like a dance game, and the other here is a shooting game, and I invite you to take a try of these yourself. And when you're ready to be finished, you're going to loosen up this back part a little bit, lift this off carefully, make sure that there's no one else around you, and then you can come out, and I hope you enjoyed this VR environment. All right, let's have some fun and be safe.